Hi, my name is Ms. Sneath.
And I'm Mr. Svetlik.
We are both computer science teachers here at Ridgewood High School. So our presentation today is what is computer science and why should my student take a computer science course? So we are going to start off with a video from code.org because honestly, they probably did a great video in a short amount of time that we would not be able to replicate as well. So we're going to watch that about how computer science is changing everything.
I think 19th century was about the Industrial Revolution, about electricity, about disrupting the agricultural society and making it more advanced. The 20th century was about physics and engineering to do more things easier in our everyday life, from refrigerators to washing machines.
How convenient.
And the 21st century is definitely the digital age. It's the internet.
Even if you want to become a race car driver or play baseball or build a house, all of these things have been turned upside down by software.
The LettuceBot is a robot that can sense its environment. Every single hour, this LettuceBot is seeing 1.5 million plants, and it's taking individual action on those plants. We enable lettuce growers to have higher yields in their field by helping make it cheaper, by helping produce food in a more sustainable way. And that wasn't previously possible without computer science and technology.
I have a really fun job where we build Polyvore, which kind of combines all my favorite things, so programming as well as fashion and art and design and shopping. Half the products you use these days are software products that you play with on maybe your phone. And so if you want to build something cool, you need to know programming, right? And there's so many things that you can do with computer science. So if you just work backwards from the cool thing that you want to build and figure out what that is, a lot of times computer programming is part of that, right? So you should learn the skill.
It's really exciting right now. The technology that we're developing right now is going to be used by your doctor in the next decade. When you come into the office and you're sick, the doctor is going to be like, all right, spit in this cup. And I will put it into this magic machine, which is the sequencer. And in an hour, I can tell you what you have or what's wrong with you. So if we're looking for a new virus, for example, we'll download a database of all the viruses that are known. And we'll search for, our sequence of interest against a whole database of all viruses. So you still need somebody to analyze the data. The computer is not smart enough yet.
Our software helps people save energy and thereby reduce their carbon emissions. To date, we've saved over 8 terawatt hours, which is the equivalent of about 1.1 million cars on the road.
When you're forecasting the wind, there's so many different parameters that go into it. It would be impossible for a human to sit down and do all those calculations. We need a computer model in order to forecast it.
I write software which scans images, looking for bad images that we know are illegal. I work very closely with organizations like the National Center for Missing Children. I know that the work that we've done has impacted the life of people. And I feel very strongly about it because there's a lot of social problems right now that could really leverage the use of technology. It's a lot about empowering the people who are there helping the world by giving them the tools to be able to do better. That's something that we can do right now, and the tools available are huge.
The merging of art and technology is getting more and more significant now because computers and software are such an integral part of our lives day to day. People are realizing that it can be quite creative to take this medium of computers and create incredible works of art.
In Finding Nemo, when Crush and Squirt and all the friends are flying through the East Australian Current, you're seeing images of water flowing by, you're seeing the colors on the back of the turtle, you're seeing the sides of the fish. All of those things are generated through math and computer programs that we write, that we then give to the artist, and they take that to create that final image and tweak it and make it look beautiful and look fun.
The crux of it is really about invention. It's about looking at the world and being dissatisfied with things and questioning everything.
I always felt like if I didn't learn how to program, it would be like not learning how to read. You know, the future would just be closed to me.
If you're in the coding profession, there's so many things that you can do, and you can pretty much pick and choose the course you want to be in.
I think that you can start something in your college dorm room, and you can have a set of people who haven't built a big company before come together and build something that 1 billion people use as part of their daily lives is just crazy to think about, right? It's humbling and it's amazing.
Really, it's about the chance to reinvent things and then see it out there in the world and see people using it and having fun or having a better life because of something that wasn't there before that you put in the world.
So just listening to that video, I was just writing down words that I heard, like build and create and reinvent and make. And so, in trying to figure out what computer science is, in its heart, it's about the creation of new technologies. So somebody invented the internet. Somebody invented a video game console, and then another one on top of that, and another one on top of that. And so we've got, we're in the 8th generation of video game consoles. Somebody invented the smartphone, and then all the apps that go with the smartphone. This didn't exist in 2007. These jobs weren't out there. Currency that doesn't even exist in the real world. Paper you can't really hold, but it's currency in Bitcoin. Artificial intelligence that can predict what movies you might like when you're watching Netflix based on the movies that you've already watched. Cybersecurity, which is one of the biggest and most expansive growing areas of computer science. This is a collection of fields that is gigantic, and it's only growing. So that's ultimately what it's about. It's about creation. Now, there's something else that computer science is often mixed up with, and it's important to know what computer science is, but it's important to know what it's not. And so there's something called information technology, which is very important in and of itself too. So like if you're at a job and your computer doesn't work, you don't go to the computer science help desk, you go to the IT help desk, you go to the information technology help desk. So it's like IT is the study of how to make sure the internet on your phone or iPad is working well, and how to set up a new printer on your computer, how to repair hardware or fix hardware or software, and so on. They're both important, but where the future really is, where the jobs are, where all the creativity really is, it's computer science. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And so you might be wondering why if you're a student watching this, or if you're a parent guardian, why your child should be taking computer science. It's not necessarily that we want everybody who takes computer science to become a computer scientist, but it's because it's as foundational as learning about how plants grow. Not everybody who's going to learn how plants grow are going to become botanists. The same thing with the digestive system. You learn these things, electricity, you learn these things as just part of what school is all about. Now with computer science making things like even this presentation possible, it only makes sense that people learn not just how to use it, but how it was made. So just some examples of the different things that are out there. With smart cars, you've got contact lenses that can help people who are virtually blind see, and also can add predictive data. You're looking at a satellite there. You see an application in medicine. Countless smartphones. Most people have that. I have one of these Nest thermostats in my own house. I can change the temperature right now at Ridgewood High School at my home 30 miles away. Though my wife probably would be grumpy with me if I did. All of this came in just the last few decades. There's Elsa, right? Not Anna. That's Elsa. Yeah. So that's Elsa right there. Complete huge movie enterprise. My daughter loves it, and it's completely computer animated, and you can be a part of it. So right now, the data that you're looking at, 16,052 jobs. This is updated every month. So as of January 1st, 2021, there are 16,000 jobs that are currently open. That means they're unfilled. That means that corporations are looking for people to fill these jobs. And in Illinois, people who graduated from college with a degree in computer science is just shy of 2,600. So there are way more jobs that are out there than there are people who graduate from any college or university in Illinois with a degree in computer science. That means that employers are scrambling to find people who can do the kind of work that they need in just about any industry you can think of.
With that being said too, your value of your computer science education is going to earn you more in the long run. So something when I was talking to my current advisory students, which are all students who want to major in computer science, something that drew their attention was the amount of money that they could earn becoming a computer science major. So if you look at the difference between a high school graduate and a college graduate, huge difference. Can't even do the math right now. Almost $500,000. Between a college graduate and a computer science major is another $500,000, which is huge. So just knowing how much of a difference you can earn in the long run is something also that could draw students' attention to computer science, knowing that there is a demand. The same component with the job having openings, you can get multiple job offers and you can choose which one you want, because you could say, I have all these other offers and they're offering me more money. What can you do to match it? So that's always a good sign when you are and you're the one that has to kind of say, how much do you want to pay me to come to your company? So computing jobs are the #1 source of new wages in the US. So there are 400,000 current job openings. So even if you want to move, there's going to be a job opening in a different state. I know my husband's always asking me or showing me, hey, look at this new job in Austin, Texas. Do you want to move there? Do you want to move here? And I'm like, no, but that's kind of cool to know that if we wanted to move, that there would be a job opening for us there. So definitely make sure you want to go into a field that there are job openings, right? You don't want to make it so it's going to be hard once you're out of college that you have to compete against other students. So one of the nice things is at Ridgewood High School, even though we are a one school district, we offer a ton of computer science classes, actually some more than larger school districts. So we offer Intro to Computer Programming. It is a 1-semester course taught mostly freshman year. If a student has not taken it, our juniors and seniors currently, they were allowed to enroll in it, but all of our current freshmen are enrolled, and sophomores have taken a computer programming class as a freshman. We also have AP Computer Science A. That is the programming class with Java. So most of the kids, when I explain the difference, you are definitely doing coding. So you are going to be coding with Java. AP Computer Science Principles gives you more of a general overview of different computer science topics. There is still coding in there, but you also learn about cybersecurity, big data, the internet. So just a broader overview with still an emphasis, a little bit more emphasis on coding. Then we also have PLTW cybersecurity. I will have Mr. Svetlik actually tell you about that because he currently teaches it.
Sure, cybersecurity is really a fascinating course where you, as a student, get a chance to go into a remote computer. You actually go into a server and you start to learn right from your own computer what hackers do, and at the same time you learn how to stop those hackers from doing what they're doing. And so we look at the different ways that a person or a company's security has been breached, and what are the current solutions to that. And when I say current, I'm emphasizing that because cybersecurity is an incredibly rapidly evolving field. And so this isn't a course where we just talk about good passwords. That's part of it, but we look many, many layers deeper, and you get a chance to get hands-on into the course, or rather into what actually goes into making things cyber secure.
And then we also have our technology apprentice program. So in the past, it has been kind of a place where if students wanted to explore a topic further, we were able to allow them to do that. It has also been run as a class based on a topic that the students are all more or less interested in, just because there are 2 of us, we can't offer everything every year. So if you see game development isn't offered, web development. So if we have students in a class that want to do that component, we've also done whole class hands-on activities in there as well. So kind of like we want to do something fun and we might just want to try it out in that component as well. This is one guideline that students can use when they are enrolling in computer science classes at Ridgewood. It does not have to be if I didn't take AP CSP as a sophomore, I can't take it as a junior. So everything is flexible. This is just one guideline that we recommend, that when we were asked what would be our ideal courses for students, these were the pathways that we came up with. So you will learn more about the CS4L cohort in the next slide, I want to say. But these, I'll actually skip that one. So as I said, all freshmen take intro computer programming. Then we have, if you want to do more of the general computer science to see if it's still your thing, we have AP Computer Science Principles. If you really loved coding and you're like, this is what I want to do, we have the AP Computer Science A pathway for you as well as a sophomore, and you can kind of see how it progresses there. So we do have this special group of students that Mr. Svetlik is going to talk about in the next slide for you.
Thank you, Mrs. Sneath. Yeah, so there's a special program that sometimes has been called CS for All. I like to call it RHS CSLN. And so it's for incoming 9th graders. So people who are just graduating 8th grade who really have a passion for computing and are willing to commit to taking a computer science course each of their 4 years at Ridgewood High School. That doesn't mean that you have to major in computer science, although it's really built with the intent that you're going to go to college for that. Some people might minor in computer science, some people might even double major, but this is for people who really are interested in computing and see it connecting to a particular field of study that they're going to go into. So right now, in my 8th period class, we have well over a dozen students who are focusing on programming, but they're going to start looking at hardware and how is a computer actually built. And so this is to say it's not for everyone, but if you're committed to this and everything we've just said so far is something that piques your interest, reach out to us and we'd love to have you as part of this program. Less than half of all high schools in the state of Illinois offer any computer science course. Ridgewood High School, with about 850 students, one of the smaller high schools that I've ever worked at, in fact, the smallest high school I've worked at, offers way more in this field of study than any other school that I've taught at, and it's really incredible. So thinking about having 4 years of computer science experience under your belt going into college will put you light years ahead of just about any other student at any college you could go to. And I think there was one slide.
I think I skipped it, this one. Do you want me to do the other one first? There you go.
Yeah, so just to drive home the idea of why computer science is so important, students who take CS are more likely to attend college. And AP Computer Science Principles is one of the courses that we offer. And this is not to say that you have to take that particular course, but they've done studies, because there are so many students across the country who take AP Computer Science Principles, that when they complete that course, there's actually a 12% greater likelihood that they're going to go into college. And if you take either AP Computer Science course, you're 17% more likely to attend college, because you get these skills that aren't just about learning how to write code in Java or Python or JavaScript or a language, but you get skills that teach you how to think in a certain way, how to think algorithmically, how to solve complex problems that have messy solutions, but often that have solutions that are very creatively made. So that comes back to what we were talking about before with creativity. And that's what they're looking for in college.
Then we also have this opportunity that our graduating seniors who may not want to go to a 4-year university, that they have the opportunity to apply for the Accelerated Software Engineering Program through c4ita.org. So what it is year 1 and year 2, you are taking computer science courses as well as having a paid apprenticeship. And then your 3rd and 4th year, you are employed full-time by a company. So that's kind of cool, where you're not going to have any student debt because they are covering it for you. If you choose the 4-year traditional college route, just be aware that you might have some student debt after scholarships. So we just wanted to also present this opportunity to students as well. We had 2 students last year join and or apply and were accepted into the program, and they are doing very well.
Yeah, I'll just add to that. The ability to get a paid job while you are going to a local community college during the first 2 years, it's work, but they pay for your college. You are actually paid in the apprenticeship, so you're getting experience in the field and you're learning what you need to in college. Then after you're done with that, you spend 2 years full-time working with that same company. And once you're done with that, you can either stay with that company, you could go to a different company if you want, but you walk away with no student debt. And that's incredible in today's economy.
So that is all we had for today. We did want to make sure that most of our screenshots were from code.org, just to give them some credit. This is our contact information. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out.
Please. And thank you for watching this. We're both thrilled here to bring computer science to you, and we'd love to answer any questions you have.
Yes, thank you. Have a good evening.
Take care.